Welcome back. Now it's time to get cooking with Chef Nikita. She has an easy dish for dinner, and I think everybody in the family is going to love this. I know my daughter would be okay with this. What are you making?
Today we are making a delicious pepper, pesto, and sausage flatbread. It's delicious. It's really light and perfect for spring. So
okay, it's very similar to pizza.
Yes,
but
we're using a couple of different ingredients. Instead of tomato based, we are using a pesto because it's a bit lighter, a bit more flavors into it. So it's perfect to use for the spring.
I really love pesto.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Pesto. I could just eat it by the spoon. Really.
And it's so easy to make also.
Okay, what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to layer?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and spread it onto the pizza dough. You can also buy a wheat pizza dough. I saw that, and if you want to go for a little bit healthier, you can use that. So let's start with the peppers, and here I have a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to add some peppers, and they're in season, so you might as well use them to your advantage.
And I love the sweet peppers.
Yeah, these are the sweet ones, so you're going to have a bit more flavor also. And I'm also going to add some onions. You don't have to babysit this really, you just want to leave it on to medium and let it kind of caramelize for about 5 minutes. And have all those natural flavors come out, and all those natural sugars. Add a little bit of salt. And kind of just let that be alone.
Okay. And how long?
Just for about 5 minutes, and once they're brown, or you can add them right now, add some mushrooms. And also you can substitute so many different ingredients into this. You can add different types of, you can add zucchini, you can add whatever you have in the fridge, really. So just let that be.
I got the pesto ready.
Awesome, that looks great. And I actually made this pesto at home so I can control the different salts and then add a bit more cheese.
Okay, you like the Parmesan?
I did.
Okay, great. And then this is your kind of roasted peppers and mushrooms and stuff.
So after 5 or 6 minutes, it's going to look like that. As you can see, it's a bit more brown on the sides, and all the sugars came out of the peppers. So you're just going to spread that also onto here.
Oh, so you want me to do right now?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and just sprinkle it on top. And also, I have sausage right here. This is a chicken sausage that I just bought out of the casing. But also, I suggest also adding like tofu if you want to go for a vegetarian option.
And your goal is to teach young people to eat healthier,
yes,
right?
Definitely. Fast food is so convenient, but the thing is, obviously, it's not healthy. So if you start at a young age kind of instilling the healthy lifestyle, then you're definitely going to be well off with the healthy aspect in your life.
And you always have recipes. I mean, I like them because I like, you know, cooking easy.
Exactly.
But yours are also intended to where if a teen comes home after school, like cook their own pizza and make it healthy.
Exactly. What you can do is you can make the ingredients ahead of time, leave it in the fridge, and then if you come back after school, you can just add these onto a pan, and then you can just cook it up. Exactly.
And a lot of kids, no matter what the age, kind of like cooking. It's kind of fun.
Definitely, yeah. At my high school, the Desert Vista High School, we actually have a cooking club there, and we teach kids to do that. So it's really easy. Also, we're going to add some mozzarella on top. I tried this with smoked Gouda cheese.
It was good too.
All right. Just gonna add that on top.
And once you add the cheese, throw it in the oven?
350 for about 15-20 minutes until the edges are golden brown, and then you are done. You can sprinkle a little bit of extra basil and lemon on top, and then you are set.
All right, and there is the final product right there below. That looks delicious.
It's amazing, yeah. And then I also sprinkled some basil on top, so it's a bit more fresher. And it's delicious. So.
All right, and then of course you have a lot of recipes posted too, and they're all pretty easy recipes, right?
Yes, definitely really easy. I try to make recipes that are easy for me to cook also, just because if you come home after school,
like you mentioned, or after work.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, you don't want to get into that. Perfect. We have this recipe, by the way, on our website, ArizonaMidday.azcentral.com, and you can find this one and, of course, lots of others by Chef Nikita. Go to Facebook.com/Chef Nikita B, or go to TastyHealthyDishes.blogspot.com. It's time now to get cooking with Chef Nikita. She's here with a simple and healthy recipe for you today. Earlier, you made an amazing flatbread pizza, and now you're making the side to go with it.
Yes, we're going to kind of make a salad that complements the dish. That one's really savory, so we're going to have another salad kind of balance out the flavors.
All right, you add a little sweet in that. Now, what is your choice? When I go to the store, they have so many new mixes now. I love the spinach and kale mix.
I love that one also. This one is just the spring mix, so it has some arugula it has some dandelion springs, so really anyone that you see, you can use. So it's really versatile also.
Okay, and then is there any that is more nutritious? Like I always hear spinach is really nutritious versus iceberg doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I know that kale also has so many health benefits. So I suggest using kale. Today I just used this one, but kale works really well with the oranges also because the flavors really balance out well and really complement each other.
Perfect. So you start off with that.
Yes, we're gonna make our own dressing. I feel like some people usually get intimidated by making their own dressings, but it's so easy. We're gonna use our own olive oil. We're gonna start out with a little bit of that, add some Dijon mustard, and usually it's best to make it at home, usually, just because your dressing, that is, just because you can balance all the flavors and you can also control all the things that you put in.
Right.
So you're just going to use some of that. We're going to put in a little bit of more olive oil.
And you can kind of play with it like you're doing.
That's what I usually do. I usually also taste it every little bit with a little bit of salad. So I kind of just mix that together. As I added some red wine vinegar also.
Now I'm wondering, after you make this, how long does it stay fresh in the refrigerator?
In the refrigerator, I would say up to a week. If you keep it into a little mason jar, because the olive oil preserves any type of dressing or any type of dish also, so you don't have to really worry about it going too old.
Okay.
So we're just going to mix that in. Also, it's just a little bit also. So after that, I'm just going to add a little bit of the salad. And you just want a little bit to coat everything. You don't want a lot of it, just to kind of, otherwise it's going to be really heavy.
Right. So you kind of have enough to toss it in. And you're making it in one pot. That way you're not cleaning up everything.
Exactly.
And what else are you going to add to the salad?
I'm going to add some sunflower seeds. These are toasted, so it adds a little bit of more crunch onto it. And then also I'm going to add some oranges. This adds a little bit of sweetness, but also I would suggest also putting in some grapefruit also. That works really well as well.
I usually use strawberries, that kind of thing, but oranges...
Any type of citrus, any type of fruit really. Because of the vinegar, it kind of balances all the flavors out. And after that, you are done. And
and this is the final result right here. Again, everybody, we have the recipe for also the flatbread pizza, which you did with pesto and more, and then the salad to go with it, both on our website, ArizonaMidday.azcentral.com. You also have a Facebook page and a blog about keeping teens healthy. Tell me how you started that and why.
You know, I really thought that it's so important for kids and teens to stay healthy, especially because fast food is so popular in our nation. So if you really get in the kitchen, cook healthy dishes with the kids, if you really instill those healthy lifestyle at a young age, you can really grow up and become really healthy with your environment as well. So,
and you even have, you're a part of a cooking club. You started it at your school. Tell me about that.
I go to Desert Vista High School. I started the club there. We really teach kids to get in the kitchen, use healthy ingredients, cook, and also just to have fun, because it's so much fun cooking.
It is fun, and I think once you start cooking for yourself, you will start making healthier ideas and more. And again, everyone, go to our website if you want the recipes. You can also go to facebook.com/chefnikitaB or go to tastyhealthydishes.blogspot.com.